Howdy, folks. Welcome back. So, I was digging back through some of that missing data, and here we are at February 12th of 2021. This is about 9 days ago, and there was another event here that happened on the sun, and it's partial data, but there's some important stuff in it, and we'll start going through it frame by frame. Okay, so here we are at the first frame, but we're like midway through the event, so we missed part of this event as it erupted, but let's start going forward through it frame by frame. And right here, I want you to look. This appears to be a skull with two eyes, a nose, and a mouth with teeth in it, and we're going to zoom in on it. Okay, so here I've zoomed in on it, and you can see these round black objects right here. And then it has corresponding teeth. Boom, boom, boom. So it's a face. It has two eyes. It's a symmetrical face with corresponding teeth. Now I look at a lot of these things, you guys, and it's very rare that you see a mouth with corresponding teeth with, eyes and a face. It looks like a skull, and this almost could be some kind of skeleton or something back here. I don't know, but anyways, I wanted to point out this face and the fact that it has teeth in it. I'll let that sit there for a second so you guys can look at it for a brief second, or you guys can rewind too if you want to look at it some more. Let's move on to the next thing. Okay, now we've zoomed back out. Here's the two eyes and the face right here. Let's back up one frame because previous frame you could still make out some teeth in here. There's like three different faces. There's this one, and then even a bigger skull face at the end there. So let's keep going because this is a black round object with it's emerging from behind the sun. This is all the material that is draped over it that's causing these, it's making these faces. And then, as we go, here's a second black one right here. And as it emerges, I want you to watch as this white goes over it and behind it. So, back up a little bit here. So here's our first object, and then a second one emerges right here. Alright, did you see that? I want you to watch how this white flow goes over this black object right here, this round one. Okay. So, this black sphere, something I want to point out here as we go. Starting about right here, this sphere stops moving outward. It freezes. It looks like it has a face on it, like a profile, two eyes, a nose, and a little slit mouth. But now watch how it stays still and stuff flows over it for 3 frames. See that? The object stopped moving and CME flow draped over it, painting this round object right here. Almost has a corresponding ear. I don't know what to tell you, but this is what I'm being shown by God, that this black image, or this circle right here, has 2 eyes, a nose, a little slit for a mouth, an ear. Almost looks like it has horns or something up above. All right. Let's just run this one more time here. Okay, and that's the last frame, and then it switches over to the next day. Okay, now it's switched from the 12th to the 13th, and we'll continue going through this frame by frame. And I want you to look at this object here as it emerges. Alright, let's put this into motion for a minute here. Okay, so it picks up with the rest of the CME right here. This is the beginning. And then that little object that went by. And I'm going to zoom in on it. That one right there. Okay, this object right here as it emerges, I'm going to go through these frame by frame. And the instrument's reacting to it. Okay, here I've freezed on this frame and zoomed in on it. And what looks like a disc-shaped object right here. And you can make out there's rows of windows right in between the top and the bottom of this. Little windows that go all symmetrically spaced all along this disc right here. But then it's weird. It seems to have some kind of attachment to it underneath that drops down like this, comes back, and now look at this nice, clear, crisp, defined black shadow right here. This is the underside of some kind of ship or whatever. Right in here I can see a round circular object, and if you look, kind of squint your eyes a little bit, this almost looks like a Star Trek ship, like the Enterprise or the Excelsior or whatever, with the disc above, drops down, has the round thing in front, comes back and tapers off in the back. And when I start putting this into motion, you're going to see that it's like some Star Trek, like the Enterprise cruising by. Something I want you to watch also is this round circular object in the front, like the front disc on the Enterprise right here as we go through these frames. Okay, if I had to zoom back out and back off a bit, but here's the disc, here's that round little disc thing in the front and the back. I'm going to go backward and forward, because when you go backward, you follow this little hole, you'll see it stays there. As we back up a little bit, it's still right here. Here's our disc part still. And then we'll go forward as the Starship Enterprise goes by. Don't ask me. I'm just seeing, these shapes and stuff. I don't know if this, has anything to do that Star Trek's real or not, but maybe that's their way of showing us some of these ships, subliminally or something. Anyways, I just thought that was kind of interesting. Make of it what you will. Maybe it's not the Starship Enterprise or whatever, but it sure kind of looked like it, and I just thought it was kind of fun to check out this object. And that was our event that happened on the 12th and 13th. So, put it back into motion here, and we'll leave you with the Starship Enterprise going by. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. I love you all. And let's speed up a little bit more. Here we go. One more time for you guys. All right, I love you all, and until my next video, bye.